Sam! He's still breathing.
Hello, Constellation. Are you there?
Who are you?
They call me the Hunter. And now that I'm here, I'm already on my way.
Forget about us. Pack up the collection.
Vladimir's right. We need to fortify our position before that starborn storms in. We move out once the artifacts are ready for transport.
What about everyone on the Eye? We can't leave them.
No. We are not leaving the artifacts in the hands of a clearly homicidal monster. I'm not letting that happen.
I don't know how long it's gonna take to pack up the artifacts. Hopefully this will only take a few minutes, if my hands can stop shaking!
Everyone, find a place to take cover.
Where? You really expect them to barge through the front door?
Just don't stand out in the open, Walter.
Could you all keep it down? I'm trying to work here. I'll work as fast as I can. Restart. Walter! Are you all right? Who are you?
They call me the Hunter. And now that I'm here, I'm already on my way.
Forget about us. Pack up the collection.
Vladimir's right. We need to fortify our position before that starborn storms in. We move out once the artifacts are ready for transport.
What about everyone on the Eye? We can't leave them.
No. We are not leaving the artifacts in the hands of a clearly homicidal monster. I'm not letting that happen.
I don't know how long it's gonna take to pack up the artifacts. Hopefully this will only take a few minutes, if my hands can stop shaking!
Everyone, find a place to take cover.
Where? You really expect them to barge through the front door?
Just don't stand out in the open, Walter.
Could you all keep it down? I'm trying to work here. I'll work as fast as I can. Restart. Walter! Are you all right?
have thought our oversized telescope would turn into a battlefield.
Find everyone. Please.
Dad, come on. You have to keep your eyes open.
Sam. Sam, can you hear me? It's Sarah. There's nothing you can do now. He's not going to make it. Sam. Cora will be fine, okay, Sam? We won't let anything happen to her.
Dad! Dad, get up! Get up! Please? Go away! I told him you were coming. He just had to hold on a little longer. I hate you! Leave me alone!
You're alive. Krix's ghost can keep waiting. Saw the ship dock with the eye. We took up the arm's call, but when the doors opened, there was no one there. Skulked in like a damn specter. Before I had to know, it was nothing but pain's wings and the cold sleep. Time's unknown, but I came too long enough to hear him gloat about going to the lodge and seeing our friends trying to crawl away from him on a bloody trail. No tears for the old. Got the others to worry about.
He came out of nowhere. I don't think I can move right now. Go on without me. I'll be okay. Thank you again. I will be all right.
Okay, I admit, my famous personality wasn't so much help with this one. I'll be fine. I just need to lie down for a bit longer.
Vladimir! Oh, thank goodness. Where's Sam?
He's gone. We need to talk locks and bolts. Lodge and the Eye are not secure. Got the right of it.
Hunter, he probably found us because we're somewhere obvious. High populated area, just like how the Starborn found you orbiting Neon the first time. But the fact that they're competing with us to find the artifacts means they can't get them without searching.
So we put the artifacts somewhere in the fringe, or on something that can slip from their grasp if they do another strike from the curtain. Clear from the few encounters we've had that the artifacts are all the Starborn prize.
They could come after us, though. Try to find out where we put them.
Need to take the risk. The Eye, the equipment in the lodge, not easily moved. Gotta hope whatever is giving the Hunter pause applies to the whole. Just need to make another direct hit less the jackpot. Hope your walls are high, just in case the Starborn get lucky and find the spot to do the breach and storm.
Here, keep the artifacts safe. I guess we'll meet back at the lodge after?
We'll get through this. Together. Constellation has lost people before, but not like this. I need you to stay strong. There will be time to fall apart once this is all over.
Constellation has suffered losses before, although none quite so violently.
Wouldn't mind burning some helium out in the fringe instead of being here, you know?
If you need time away from here, I'll understand. We all have to recover in our own way.
Mateo, I need to be checking everyone's vitals. Now really isn't the time.
I know. Look, we all deal with it a million times over.
Everyone seems more distant in the lodge. I guess that is to be expected. I'm not sure when things will feel safer. But we have not been attacked again.
If I may, I know our unity. I'm not so sure. He seemed arrogant. He didn't care what we knew. The thing is, I've heard that word before. It's an important concept and keep...
The priest? Is the Sanctum Universum going to bless our little crusade of discovery?
It can't be. Look.
There's no harm in gathering more information. A visit to the Sanctum might actually be quite enlightening.
Thank you. I know it's not much to go on, but something about this feels right. I'll meet you over there.
I need to inventory all our
everyone
equipment
looking out
and
for each
other
other
odds
during
and
this
ends
time.
for damages.
Losses hit a small group like ours especially hard.
I will be monitoring everyone's vitals for signs of continued trauma.
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine now.
There's that empty feeling again. Whenever someone's gone, there's like a hole in the lodge where there used to be.
Just go away! Don't talk to me. I don't want you here. Leave!
Good luck out there. If it's about the Oh, no.
We don't mean to be intrusive. Any information you could provide would be very useful. Look, I wanted to take this opportunity to thank you. The fact that you risked your life to save me, I don't know what to say. Well, yes, of course, but that's beside the point. My only wish is that my rescue hadn't come at the expense of Sam's life. He was one of my closest colleagues. and a cherished friend. Oh, poor Cora. I'm sure the poor thing is devastated. She's lost a wonderful father. Yes, and it's my fault. Our charter at Constellation has always been to analyze the unknown, but rarely at the expense of our members' lives. Yet all the while, I've been cavalier about taking risks and pushing the boundaries, not appreciating the true cost of my actions. Had I not pushed so hard to pursue the Starborn, perhaps none of this would have happened at all and Sam would still be alive. No, she wouldn't. But was it worth the cost? Damn it! Why is this happening to us? We're explorers. Our curiosity pushes us to seek answers to life's mysteries. It's one of the core traits of humankind. Yet in return, this is what the universe throws at us. Beings from God knows where who are trying to murder us. Why? What have we done wrong? I understand why you're saying that, but I can't just turn my back on the universe like that. It's not who I am. The question is, where do we go from here? Do we stop exploring? Stop pushing the boundaries? Take a more aggressive posture towards the universe? I don't know where to begin. I suppose you're right. I just hope we don't make the same fatal mistake twice. Well, I suppose that's all I had on my mind for now. Oh, it was a relief to get all of that out in the open. I'm sorry I got so angry. But I assure you, it's nothing personal. You're the only one I feel comfortable talking with about these things. Thank you. Hearing you say that makes me feel a lot less guilty about monopolizing your time with my own problems. Well, we have a long road ahead of us. I suppose it's high time we get back to work.
Hey, I've been talking with the others, and I'd like to get everyone together to say goodbye. You know, to Sam. Thank you. It wouldn't be the same without you there. I'll have everything set up in a few days. No more Starborn have shown up. Yet.
Sorry. I've been lost.
Constellation morale in the Lodge has been measurably reduced.
The Lodge feels a little colder than it used to. Everyone seems more distant in the Lodge.
Just go. Don't talk to me.
You go. Don't worry about me. You go do what you have to do. I'll be okay.
Is that it? Hey, let's not stick around the Lodge too long. Wouldn't mind burning some helium.
And so you think this word unity is...
With all due respect, gravity is no miracle. There are solid scientific foundations for it to exist.
Well, I won't...
A visitor? He knows not the truth.
Perhaps you should hear us out before you decide to cast judgment.
The great serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine that.
Anything you could tell us would be tremendously helpful.
Yes, I have spoken to your keeper about this. I will tell you. Jinan Varu, but the unbeliever return. Remember the... That is all. Strength and conviction.
What's happening, darling? Let's pop into Outland while we're here, and see if Joe has anything useful to add to our arsenal. Any troubles? Can't think of a better place to recharge and ready ourselves for our next mission.
There's that empty feeling again. Whenever someone's gone, there's like a hole.
Just go away.
Mateo told us about your pilgrim's voyage.
You found it, didn't you? What? It can't be.
Our colleague is alive in some alternate dimension? Am I hearing this right?
Let's take a step back. This is everything we've been building towards, and the implications are a lot to take in. Could you explain the part about multiple universes one more time for everyone?
Yes, I wouldn't mind a little more detail.
And that's why the Starborn want the artifacts so desperately. They're the keys to unlocking the infinite.
I don't even want to think about the physiological changes you'd need to travel between universes.
Plus what it would do to the mind? Enlightenment? Or oblivion? Like the Hunter.
You have the opportunity to reach the closest thing to your god that might exist. And you're second-guessing it?
One doesn't approach the afterlife without some trepidation. You're right. This is a lot to take in.
Take some time to process, everyone. We finally have some answers. Now we need to figure out what to do with them.
Not to make a sharp turn in a grand tale, but I got the eye fixed up. Bruised, but still blinking. Let me know when you're ready to follow up on what it's seen.
Hey, let's not stick around a lot.
I'm not sure when things will feel safe.
No more Starborn have shown up.
To think the Lodge turned into a battlefield.
Morale in the Lodge has been measurably reduced.
I don't want you here. Leave! Don't talk to me.
These last glimpses from the eye are from the... Catch a smile out there.
Forgive me for pulling you aside again, but, well, there's so much to process right now. The emissary, the hunter, the unity, an entire multiverse. I can't even begin to wrap my head around it all. I don't know where to begin. The fact that we are the origin of the Starborn. Humans literally reborn by entering the Unity. The same, yet different. It's unbelievable. I feel like most of the knowledge we've amassed in the last few centuries about the universe has just been made obsolete. Yes, that's exactly right. Humans are clearly a victim of their own success. We've been pushing further and further outwards from our home, when we should have spent more time being prepared for the consequences. Our current problem relates closely to the nature of humans as a species. This rushed curiosity has led us to enter the Unity and become Starborn. But it has made a difference. Here we are, caught in the middle of some sort of needlessly violent crusade between the hunter and the emissary. You'd think that a technologically advanced society would have evolved past petty squabbling over something like the artifacts. It almost makes me wonder if entering the Unity has done them more harm than good. No, that's not it at all. When you pass into whatever lies beyond, we don't know what will become of you. Will you remember your life as you knew it? Will the hunger to collect the artifacts consume your life like it's clearly consumed the Starborn? Of course not. I am, and always will be, an explorer at heart. My concern is how fundamental the change will be to ourselves as people. We don't even know if you'll remember anything about this conversation. I'm worried what that will mean between us. I'm not trying to talk you out of it. Allow me to explain. As the chair of Constellation, I want all of us to have this opportunity to explore the Unity. It would be the pinnacle exploration of our lives. However, after we enter the Unity, we'll likely evolve. You and I, as we stand here right now, will essentially cease to exist. The honest truth is that, well, you're the love of my life, and I can't bear to lose you. I do love you. That's why this decision is tearing me apart. Listen, I realize nothing that I say is ever going to change your mind or diminish the enticement of this incredible opportunity. All I ask is that you research the facts before you blindly stumble off into the unknown. Thank you. Well, I suppose I've ruined the moment again, haven't I? I'm getting quite good at that lately. I'll let you get back to whatever you were doing. Just think what we discussed. I know I will.
Do you understand now why I asked you to come here? The artifacts unlocked the secret of interstellar travel. At the cost of Earth.
An easy trade, honestly. Why have one world when you can have all the settled systems?
Every grav drive in the settled systems was built on technology that came from an artifact that was discovered on Mars. But these early drives shook the gravity field surrounding Earth. Eventually, the atmosphere started to slowly sputter away into space. That is why Earth is uninhabitable. The artifact gave the scientists a greater understanding of time and space, but not the wisdom to see where that would lead.
The settled systems wouldn't exist without the artifacts, in other words. We owe what happened here in NASA a great debt.
You'd dismiss the loss of our home world, our culture, our history, just like that. What's happened to you?
Don't you see? The power of the artifact forced humanity to the stars. They didn't get to make a choice. How many would have chosen Earth? What gave Victor Isa the right to choose for them?
You see the hypocrisy in what the emissary is saying, right? They don't want to rob people of their free will, but then they steal the artifacts for themselves.
In the wrong hands, the power of the artifacts can make anyone a tyrant. That is why we watch over them. The only thing you're watching out for is yourself.
You're right. If this has been happening time and time again, perhaps they've arrived at a total deadlock.
Don't be a fool. The emissary and I may have our differences, but you do not want to give us a common enemy.
For once, he is right. Don't do this. We can collect the final pieces together.
Bravo. I was hoping you'd make that choice. And whatever it takes to make it through this, I swear I'll remain by your side.
Well, look at that. The emissary just became my new best friend.
You've made your choice. When you're ready, the Hunter and I will be at the buried temple. That's where we'll settle things.
Meaning, we'll kill you. But hey, at least we'll wait. The final round doesn't start until there's only one artifact left to gather. And if I'm not mistaken, Constellation has 1 or 2 to go.
Come on, you can make it. Barely stepped on the juryman's road with us. Can't see another soul off to the void so soon. No. No. I'll pour one out to the blackest sea for you, Rook. What the? Crixus ghost? What kind of cruelty is this? This some starborn trick? Come to mock me before you twist the blade? Want a grim match? You got it.
Well, here we are, ready to kill each other for the artifacts. As always.
I'm sorry it's come to this.
More talking? I'm a little disappointed.
No. Wait. I want to hear this.
Fine. I just wanted to see if you could surprise me. You're failing. The power vacuum you would create over getting to the Unity would be worse. Yeah, you're right. I don't know what I was thinking before. I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. Well, I don't know about either of you, but It's been a while since I felt this old.
Perhaps it's time to put this all to an end.
At least this once. Here. Take the artifacts. Before I come to my senses.
Whatever you need.
This armillary can finally be assembled, and the Starborn are sure that something will happen on the other side. Something that will make us like them. Funny. I thought after all this time I'd be screaming in excitement to jump into the unknown, but I feel like I'm hesitating. That's not what I mean, but I love you, too. Say we go to the Unity, become Starborn, enter another universe. Will there even be a constellation there? It won't be ours, even if it is. We both know that one of us is going to let curiosity win out eventually. It's who we are. But I wouldn't mind pretending one universe is enough. For a little while, at least. Ah, my day just got...
Hi.
It's my dad. I just can't. And so many people... Is this supposed to make everything okay? Make everyone feel better? That's my point. Nothing's going to change. Yeah. I thought not. I want to be alone for a while, okay? Why would anyone...
Constellation is no stranger to loss. Our own founder left on an expedition and never returned. It is easy to talk about the glory and excitement of breaching into the unknown, of lighting the darkness. But it is harder to stare into the face of the cost. That all of our progress is built on top of the lives of those who dared. And that we owe them the courage to continue our work in their memory.
Thank you, Sarah. If anyone else would like to say a few words.
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine now.
Hey, how are you holding up? Take some time for yourself, okay? Plenty of rooms to sit down in if you need to be alone for a while. We'll get through this. It might feel like everything's falling apart, but that's why we need to stick together. Anytime.
Everyone is in mourning. I understand, but I cannot quite share in their emotion. I have seen death. I have lost people I considered close. But this is... It is not the same. I cannot explain why. I am not sure I am making sense. I suppose that will have to do.
chat for a bit? Normally, I hate talking to people at funerals, but, well... You don't believe in the afterlife, do you? I mean, this might be the worst time to bring it up, but... Yes. Won't we all? Well, I've taken up enough of your time.
It almost feels wrong to be grieving. Selfish. No amount of tears will bring the dead back. Yes, we don't have a way of knowing whether we really touch the departed with our grief. We just have to have faith. It's just easier to feel guilty, if you'll excuse me.
You know, what you're feeling right now is a chemical reaction whose evolutionary goal is promoting social cohesion. Never seems to work for me. No matter how many times I do this, I feel less attached, not more. They're always hard. Always. And it's okay to sob, to yell, to go to sleep, do whatever it takes. As long as your grief doesn't cause more grief for yourself or anybody else, it's okay. Well, look at us. Two lone wolves howling at the moon on the same night. You know, if there's one piece of advice I can actually give you, it's that lost loved ones have a way of coming back to you. One day you'll be sweeping out some old shelf or digging through a desk, and there it'll be. Some old paperweight of theirs, or a piece of jewelry they gave you, half jokingly. Theoretically, of course. You're welcome.
I hope this is all okay. Between fixing things up and sending out messengers and getting all the paperwork done. It's not much. No, it's fine. Sorry, if I talk any longer, I'm gonna start crying. Could you excuse me? I hope this was enough. It's pretty simple.
Let's hope this is the last one of these I need to attend.
Living through loss. Is there any part of life more painful?
I'll need to reimburse Noelle for the easel and photo.
This is harder than I expected.
A loss is always hard. Constellation will get through this together.
My boy. I've lost my boy. Should be me buried in the ground. All I ever wanted to do was protect him. But no, he was out the door as soon as he could. Away from his mother, away from Aquila, away from me. All the things I never said to him.
Thank you. If anyone else wants to say something. Sorry. Trying not to cry.
Don't have any other advice to add at the moment.
I thought maybe I would come up with something to say, but I've got nothing. So, instead, I thought I would quote something that gave me comfort a long time ago. Is God real? The more proper question would be, is reality divine? Existence itself is a mystery which yearns to be uncovered.
I am told these types of gatherings are a sad occasion. That assumption appears to be correct. I appreciate you verifying my analysis. Although I am certain my thanks will do little to improve your current psychological trauma. If you would like, though, I can add some consoling language to my programming. It will take some time to adapt, but it will be okay. How was that? I will note that feedback for later.
On a massive searching sea. There's more, but those are the parts that speak to me the most. Thank you.
That was really thoughtful, Mateo. Thank you. Does anyone else want to say anything?
I don't often speak about what I believe in. It seems so redundant with how I live. But death is one of those occasions where it's hard not to look inward. Our friend is gone. There's no afterlife or second meetings. No God in heaven that is curating a perfect ending for him. So it's up to us. We are what lives on. If the pain of loss inspires us to greater action, then that is the good that comes from it. Humanity is what truly creates our world. We are the ones that judge things to be good or evil, joyful or mournful. Let us take responsibility for it. Let us remember what we have lost.
Walter, are you part of the House of Enlightenment? I never knew that.
Yes, well, I like to keep some things private.
You all might not like thinking about this, but when we die, everything about us breaks down, decomposes, gets eaten up by insects and microbes. Or due to the lack of a biosphere, we are simply carried away by space and time until we sizzle in a distant sun's corona or get pulled in some gravitational field and coalesce with other debris. Not comforting, huh? But I disagree. Do you know what I find uncomfortable? The thought that after I die, the universe is just going to stand still forever. Could you imagine? The fact is that the universe goes on, that life goes on, that things do not just sit still. That right there is the comfort that I need. Yeah, we die, and some people go way before they should. But the universe doesn't care. Not because it's evil, but because it's infinite, ever expanding. And who wouldn't want to be a part of infinity, even if it's just for a short while? Listen, we don't worry about ourselves before we were born, do we? Of course not. We emerge from the universe as we return to it. And for one beautiful moment, we are here together.
Yes, that certainly was an interesting perspective, Barrett.
Die again? You one of Sam's constellation people? Lillian Hart. He probably never mentioned me. I mean, I try not to talk about him, so... Oh, I'm sorry. That was a terrible thing to say. Cora's mother, Sam's ex. God, I'm rambling. Look, I don't know who I should speak to about this, but Cora and I talked, and she's coming to live with me. Right now, she's taking it all so hard. She wants to get away from here. In time, maybe she'll come back. She talked about you all the time. But right now, she just needs to get away from all the reminders of Sam. We'll be leaving soon, so say your goodbyes to her, if you like.
Drink? Pour one out to the blackest sea? Two old friends. May their ghosts go past the edges of space, to the great beyond. I
don't really feel like talking.
Towards infinity, I offer you a glimpse into what will happen to the universe you may be leaving. As the essence of who you are is spread throughout space and time. Your lover, Sarah Morgan, eventually chooses to be reborn herself. Your commitment to each other bolsters all relationships in the settled systems. Marriages blossom. More children are born who want to be explorers. You are reaching the edge of the Starfield. Go further, and you will return to your original universe. We will be waiting for you, should you come back.